Hey guys, it's been a long time since I've done one of these haunted folklore of Tennessee videos. I decided to do one that I've been wanting to do for quite some time. I'm actually taking a tour of room 311 sometime tonight. That's fancy. I'm wanting to know if people knows where Annalisa Netherly's grave is at. I know that Al Capone staying in there, but I have no interest in that. that's just me. No offense, but I mean just the folklore behind that room, it draws my attention a little bit more.
2018, we renovated with a $27 million renovation. This side in particular got most of the attention. At that time, we kept 311 as it would have been in the Roaring 20s. That was in order to accommodate our permanent guest without reference to anyone else's comfort. So without further ado, welcome to the early 20th century. So a lot of people notice this double-bladed fan. Is that everybody?
Yeah, that's creepy.
This double-bladed fan puts out a lot of air for two blades.
You sure it's not hurt?
Yeah, what, this? Oh, gotcha, the air. Yeah, sometimes I get chills in this room and it's not the temperature.
It's actually freezing.
So yeah.
It's really probably me.
Yeah, true. It's also the temperature though, yeah, you're right. But so this double-bladed fan would have been important in the 20s because no one there. I didn't do it. That, okay, anyway.
So does this happen every time?
No, it does not.
We just need to know.
It doesn't happen all the time. Sometimes it happens.
Sometimes?
I won't lie to you, it does happen in this room. But that would just happen, sometimes does, but not all the time. Netherly as well. Here, 1927 is when Annalisa Netherly's story begins in 311. And some people say Annalise, but it's actually Annalisa, just so you know. That's the actual name. Netherly is her last name too. She was a San Franciscan. She was a pretty young lady, probably in her early 20s, married. Her husband was on a long business trip. He had left her here, probably with a lot of money for an extended stay. Miss Netherly probably left alone with her time, a lot of time on her hands and her thoughts, and large suite. She probably got a little bored, a little ennui set in. So to break that up, she went downstairs to the bar and billiards and she found some handsome young gentlemen down there playing billiards. And well, sparks flew, chemistry happened. There's no kids in this room really, so yeah, Miss Netherly cheated on Mr. Netherly. Mr. Netherly finds out about this. He's a shrewd businessman. He has contacts in Chattanooga. He finds out. He comes back to Chattanooga, finds the Reed house, locates her room, barges in somehow, and she was bathing at the time. Come on in here if you wish. She was bathing. He took a straight razor off the counter and slit her throat, cut her head almost completely off actually. Housekeeping found her a few days later. It was a nasty surprise. It's why we're not surprised, however, if Annalisa Netherly continues to haunt 311. So that's her story, and feel free to take pictures and stuff. Just know that Annalisa has been known to photobomb pictures, especially in mirrors from time to time. So, and then, yeah, so this may be the original tub. This tub, it's 1916, so it would have been 11 years old at the time. Trying to answer any questions that you might have. If you have some questions, feel free to ask.
I've got a few.
Yeah?
With Annalisa, is there a burial, like a burial plot where she's at, or did they keep that from everybody, like where she's buried?
Good question. I don't know, to be honest with you. That's a very good question. I don't know about that one. My theory on that, and also why Mr. Netherly seemed to get away, he seems to have gotten away actually, and didn't get convicted. My theory on that is that he was a wealthy businessman, and she would have been considered in Chattanooga at the time a lady of the night from San Francisco, and the disparity of the social standing would have been so great that he could pay off the police maybe, and they would sweep it under the rug or under the tub. And now, as far as burial of her, probably the same thing, same phenomenon. She's buried somewhere, but I don't know where actually, to be honest.